Getting checked out right now is a guy who has one of my favorite names in all of sports, AJ Outlaw. You got two paths for you in life, Gerald, if your last name is Outlaw. You become a fighter or you become a bank robber. That's it.
Absolutely thrilled that AJ has
All
decided
right,
to take the legal route.
Yes.
3-minute rounds of amateur MMA action brought to you by Solid Rock 94.1 JJO. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Middleton, Wisconsin, representing the Blast Muay Thai, Salvadore Espinosa. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, also weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Madison, Wisconsin, representing Capital City MMA, AJ Outlaw.
It's also a name so good you don't need a nickname. Yeah, it's just one of those names that's perfect for MMA. Outlaw giving up 3 inches to Espinosa in height in this one. We'll see if Espinosa can use that height and reach advantage to his advantage as we get going here in round number 1. And just like all the fights we've had so far, both fighters coming out with a lot of energy and throwing a lot of punches.
Absolutely, a little bit of a slip from Outlaw there at the beginning, but good recovery back in, and now they're right back to action. Salvadore seemingly to take that little bit of a Muay Thai stance using his height, and now he gets dropped. AJ Outlaw all over him early here in the first round.
Good left hand. I didn't know it was that good as it knocked Espinosa all the way down to the mat. And now in mountain, doing a little ground and pound is AJ Outlaw as his trunks match the hair of Espinosa. They kind of blend together, and Espinosa having to eat quite a few punches, but now able to get out of it, almost reverse it, but Outlaw doing a good job of getting back up to his feet and continuing to hit Espinosa.
Yeah, Espinosa did a good job there getting in on that single, just making something happen and getting back to his feet, but he's kind of backed up against the fence here by AJ. AJ being a little more calculated, looking for his target. Might be a little bit hard to find someone with shorts sponsored by Bass Pro Shop, but seems to be landing pretty well here in the first round and just really looking to make this an early night.
Absolutely. Good damage being delivered by those blows from Outlaw. In fact, there is some blood coming from the mouth of Espinosa. Not sure if it was just the mouth or the mouth and nose of Espinosa. And in control here in the early going is AJ Outlaw.
Yeah, AJ's got, well, he had a little bit of a front headlock scenario where it looked like he was going for a choke. Now he's deciding to just get him down and try to take the back. Espinosa rolling out of it and back to his feet. Good scrambling here, and now AJ right back to work. Really good transition from AJ, losing position, but still capitalizing, landing strikes. And now again, back and forth with him and Espinosa in the first round.
Boy, right now I'm not sure why Espinosa would want to get back up to his feet. He has caught nothing but damage. But then again, as soon as I say that, Espinosa able to land a kick, but then he eats 5 blows from AJ Outlaw.
Right, good body work from AJ. You can see Espinosa does not like that. And
not
a good
at all.
left hook.
And now he catches a left that's going to knock him down, a right to the face as well. Outlaw jumps up on top, trying to finish the fight here in the final 30 seconds of round number 1.
If he gets a little bit more space, he might be able to finish this, but short time left, less than 30 seconds. And Espinosa just trying to hang on and work up against the cage to try to avoid the onslaught of AJ Outlaw.
You know, here's another one of those we saw in the last fight, a 10-8 round that was scored. I mean, at least one of those blows was a knockdown, and it actually took Espinosa down to the mat. You can make a case here that Outlaw could also have a 10-8 round going his way as a corner for Espinosa. None too happy as we finish up round 1, round 2. Straight ahead from the Chosen Few Fighting Championships, number 28 on television, Wisconsin. Action from round number 1, and a good round by AJ Outlaw. As you see, he just got the better of Espinosa in round number 1. A good left right there, followed up by another left, and it knocked Espinosa down. I mean, that's technically a knockdown right there from AJ Outlaw. So if you are Espinosa here in round number 2, Gerald, how do you come back?
They definitely need to slow the pace down a little bit. AJ thrives on pushing forward, maybe try to push him back a little bit, land some jabs, maybe get the kicks going. See, he's got his arm a little more extended this time, but he's got to be a little less timid with his offense here. See AJ just charging in again.
Espinosa's corner right next to us telling their fighter that they believe that AJ Outlaw is tired. He might be. I mean, his mouth is open. He's sucking for oxygen, but then again, so is Espinosa. So I don't know if he could really take advantage here in the second round. So far, he can't, as Outlaw continuing a lot of what he did in the first round, and that's scoring while using his hands.
Right, Outlaw doing a really good job. Right there, he just jabbed and took an angle on his left side. He's doing a lot of good body work, mixing it up with his combinations. A lot of really good stuff for a young fighter out of Outlaw. But now Espinosa trying to mount some offense and come back. And every time things get hairy, AJ just bites down and throws. And it's looking like it's going to be more one-way traffic, even though Espinosa coming out this round a little bit more offensive.
It's hard to understand why Espinosa, when he's coming in, is dropping his hands. And when he does that, he gets caught in the side of the face every time, as Outlaw has been able to take advantage of a good kick there by Espinosa. Just missed the chin of AJ Outlaw.
Espinosa getting a little bit more comfortable. He's dropping his hands when he throws his kicks. He's got to keep that up a little bit, because every time AJ rushes in and that hand's down, like you said, he's gonna collect on that mistake that Espinosa's making. And AJ getting a little bit more labor here, but again, still moving, still doing good, mixing it up to the body. Espinosa's got to be a little more comfortable, though, and start opening up here to mount some offense other than just one shot.
We are halfway or just beyond halfway through the second round, and now Espinosa firing across, trying to get the takedown, and he's got it, but very quickly back on his feet is Outlaw. Outlaw doing a nice job right there, not getting caught by Espinosa, and was quickly able to get out of it. We really haven't seen either fighter
punch.
really want to go to the mat, and that was a good one, yeah.
That was to the body and then right up top. He really rocked Espinosa with that one, and that was a great combination. And now it looks like he's really hunting. Oh, got a little too excited for the back control, looking for the rear naked, and now gets reversed. A very common mistake that obviously we're going to see in some amateur fights, but Espinosa now, he's got to slow things down, take advantage of this. He's got less than 30 seconds left, looking to get the back. I'm sure he needs a finish right now, so he's really working to get the back and get the neck of AJ Outlaw, flattening him out against the cage.
One of the few mistakes Outlaw has made in this fight, and he is paying for it here at the end of the second round. As final 10 seconds ticking away, Outlaw just hoping that this will end, and it will, as he will reach the third round. Nice job, though, by Espinosa, maybe stealing round number 2 here at the end. We will go to a third and final round after this on Television Wisconsin. Second round got pretty close, especially at the end, and it got close because of a takedown by Espinosa. As you see, he got Outlaw down. That wasn't the one, as Outlaw able to get back up from that one. But the second one he didn't, and he was in some trouble at the end of the third round. So we'll see how much energy both guys have left. Both of them seem to be sucking oxygen at the end of the second round.
Right, and again, just as he has every round, AJ coming out swinging immediately. Espinosa wearing it a little bit better this time, though. Trying to get in for his own takedown and gets hung up. AJ on a guillotine attempt, controlling that front headlock. We'll see if this is a good idea for him or a waste of time, trying to land some knees in the clinch here and just wear on Espinosa a little bit and slow things down.
Outlaw doing a good job pushing Espinosa up against the cage, got a couple knees in, and now lands a couple of blows as Espinosa doing his best to block those shots from Outlaw. Outlaw thought he saw an opportunity, comes back in. Yeah, kind of like it. You talked about him going to the body in the first round. He's kind of gone away from that since then.
He's actually been tagging the body pretty good. It's very subtle, but he's been doing it. He went for the guillotine a little bit off that one, but a very nice transition. As soon as Espinosa got out of the guillotine, AJ starts throwing, and now Espinosa capitalizing on a big hook. This could be really big for him. He's got a little bit less than 2 minutes left to work. And I'm sure his corner is imploring him to get to a position where he can get a finish, because that second round might have been a draw at best, and he's down at least 1 round, if not 2. So here he is quickly in the mount. He's got to look to do some damage, possibly set up a submission, and AJ just doing his best to mitigate damage right now and try to control the posture of Espinosa.
We have seen Outlaw on his feet controlling a lot of the action in the fight, but right now he is in a lot of trouble as Espinosa continued to get some blows in on him, but Outlaw doing a good job now of reversing this a bit. And the corner not too happy for Espinosa.
No, that was a very dominant spot for Espinosa, and he was very close to getting to a spot where he might have been able to flatten AJ out, but just got a little too greedy and got to the side. Oh, and an up kick from Outlaw. That hurt him. He did not like that. I think he
not
hit
at
him in the
all.
eye.
And maybe a mistake as he got kicked right in the left eye, and he is in all kinds of trouble. And the thing is, I think at this point he should have just let Espinosa stand back up. That seems where Outlaw seemed to be the most dominant anyways. Instead, he messed around and he kind of found out as he caught a kick right to the eye, and now Espinosa is in charge here, and Outlaw just needs to survive the final 30 seconds of round number 3.
He got flattened out there temporarily, did Outlaw, and now he's just trying to fight the hands, make sure that he doesn't let Espinosa in on under the neck to secure that fight-finishing rear naked choke that I'm sure he's going to start looking for right now. And again, Outlaw turning in, he's going to get the angle and get out of this. Espinosa trying to look for an armbar, but there's nothing there. Oh, and AJ again, kind of in that danger zone, playing around.
Boy,
he just got up kicked.
AJ, be careful going in there. He was this time as he held that foot, got some blows in to finish off the 3rd round, and possibly a victory for AJ Outlaw. Wow, good styles make good fights, and this was indeed a good one. Possible fight of the night, definitely a nominee. We'll see how the judges score it when we return to Monona Terrace on Television Wisconsin. A lot of action in this fight, all 3 rounds, and both guys going at it as you saw Espinosa on his back, and there was the kick that caught Outlaw in the left eye and maybe turned the fortunes for Espinosa in this fight.
Absolutely, and again, up kicks are legal in an amateur fight, and as long as they're not digging their toes into your eye, that's a perfectly legal strike. Sometimes you just get hit in the eyeball in the socket, and it feels like a poke, but it's not.
We saw a similar situation Outlaw had to deal with about a minute later. He was much more careful coming in after that and holding back the right foot of Espinosa as he was able to finish the fight with some really good blows to the side of the face of Espinosa. This is going to be an interesting one to see how the judges saw it, as Ken Bostetter right now is heading back up into the cage and has
All
the
right, ladies
official
and gentlemen, a
announcement.
round of applause for these 2 fighters. We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The numbers are 30-27, 28-28, 29-28. We have a majority decision for the fighter. Fighting out of the red corner, AJ Outlaw.
Majority decision, I am okay with that. That was a close fight. That's about as close as it gets.
I don't know about 30-27, but I did feel if someone was going to win the fight, it would be AJ Outlaw.
I agree. That 30-27 was definitely off. So we are going to intermission, our first break here, but that's not on your end. Don't go anywhere. We have more fights straight ahead from Chosen Few Fighting Championships on TVW.